The harsh punishment this teen received is leaving many parents divided. Will this kind of punishment fit the crime? That's a question many parents ask when their offsprings do something wrong that goes far beyond normal behavior. That's exactly what the parents of 14-year-old Angel asked themselves when they gave him the most unorthodox punishment that many say went too far. When you're 14 and your parents go on vacation without you, what would you do first? Some of us remember the Home Alone movie and would hoover up all the junk food, while some people would prefer to throw the most incredible party ever. However, Angel Martinez had absolutely another plan. When the teenager's parents went on vacation to Las Vegas, the boy was left alone. According to his version of the story, everything started pretty innocently. Angel just wanted to do something nice for his parents. The boy had his eyes on the family's car, Range Rover, that was standing in the driveway. Yet instead of grabbing the keys and driving somewhere searching for adventure, Angel wanted to surprise his parents and wash the car.
I washed the car, like hand wash, and...
That's when the naughty problem occurred. How can you dry off your car after washing it by hand? Obviously, letting it in the hot Arizona air wouldn't work out. So the boy decided to do something well thought out. The Phoenix teenager grabbed the keys, hopped into the car, and turned the ignition. That's when license-less Angel stomped on the gas and took off while filling his quiet residential street with the sound of squealing tires. Well, the problem was that Angel was living on the street where the kids and pets could accidentally wander into the road. His neighbors enjoyed their quiet life, and the boy was the one who disturbed their peace, driving like a madman through the streets. Angel described his driving as a spin around the block.
I was like, I don't have anything to dry it, so I'm just gonna take it for one spin, so it dries.
However, it didn't sit well with his neighbors. They feared for their lives, their pets, and probably for their ideal front lawns, which were the possible targets of Angel's reckless driving. So they called the police. Before Angel could do something, the police had called his parents, who were forced to hit the brakes on their vacation. On the flight back to Phoenix, they had plenty of time to make up such a kind of punishment that would teach their hothead good manners. At that point, things went from reckless to downright controversial. Most parents would have grounded their kids or had taken away their pocket money, but the Martinezes had another plan. If they wanted to get their message across to their son, they needed to be really creative. When the big day of punishment came, all the neighbors were staring at Martinez's house. There was another disturbance, but this one was welcomed. They saw the little boy sitting in the lawn with his bedroom. To finally teach their son, Angel's parents forced him to put everything from his bedroom out right onto the front lawn. Nevertheless, they didn't plan to sell it. What's even more shameful, they encouraged people to take their son's stuff for free.
We took all his stuff out. His room is 100% empty, and we're just giving all his stuff away.
Angel's father, Ramon, said, "It was the kind of punishment we've all heard in teen movies. If you don't listen, we'll take away all your things." However, it wasn't the movie. It was Angel's reality he had to deal with. In other words, it was every kid's nightmare brought to life, and some people found Martinez's reaction being too strict, until they found out the details about Angel's past. You see, the little daredevil had done a lot of little offenses before. He'd been in hot water a few times in the past, but driving the parents' vehicle while being alone was their final straw. A sign put near Angel's bed explained it all. "Sorry, I stole my parents' car and was speeding." That's what was written across the cardboard for all people to see. Such an embarrassing punishment may seem a little too severe, but for these parents, it more than fitted the crime. The boy had a lot of second chances, and it was a long time coming after all. While Angel was sitting on his lawn drinking water, people chose the things they liked the most. They collected the boy's favorite belongings, including his name-brand clothing and expensive electronics. When someone took his bed, Angel was sitting on the ground. Meanwhile, Ramon explained why he chose such a punishment. To him, Angel's actions were too serious for the boy to get away with.
Mostly to apologize to our neighbors too, he could have ran someone over, something really bad could have happened.
He hopes that this punishment teaches Angel.
You do what's right. You really be able to tell later in the years, of course, but for now, we're just trying our best to keep him out of trouble, make sure he understands that, things like this will not be tolerated.
He wanted to show his son that sometimes, fun at first sight, things might have not so fun consequences. However, Angel himself wasn't as upset as you might have imagined.
It's kind of weird, but like, I think it's a fair punishment.
Even though the boy didn't pay his own money for all these items, it was an excellent lesson that hit him where it hurts the most, right in the ego. Losing his designer apparel, top-of-the-line electronics, and brand new bed was difficult for the little boy. But now there is one thing we can all be sure about. Angel won't be willing to joyride again anytime soon.